1440, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle rises above the cold Scottish skyline as two young boys, William Douglas, the 6th Earl of Douglas, and his younger brother David, arrive at the royal court of the boy King James II of Scotland. Though still teenagers, the Black Douglases are among the most powerful nobles in Scotland, commanding vast lands, private armies, and influence that rivals the crown itself. Inside the castle, a grand banquet has been prepared in their honor. Torches flicker against the stone walls as servants carry platters of roasted meat and wine before assembled nobles. Music fills the great hall, while the young King James II, only 10 years old, watches uneasily from the seat. Though the atmosphere appears festive, tension hangs heavily in the air. Behind the scenes, Scotland is in political chaos. The kingdom is ruled not truly by the child king, but by rival regents and powerful noble factions competing for control. Chief among them is Sir William Crichton, Chancellor of Scotland, who fears the growing power of the Douglas family. The Black Douglases have become so influential that many fear they could dominate the throne itself. As the feast continues, the young Earl of Douglas reportedly begins to relax. The evening seems safe. Then suddenly, the mood changes. Servants enter the hall, carrying a covered platter. The room falls silent as the cloth is pulled away, revealing the severed head of a black bull, a medieval symbol of death. The boys immediately understand. Armed men burst into the chamber. Despite protests from some nobles and the horror of the young king himself, William and David Douglas are seized and dragged outside into the castle courtyard. There, after a brief mock trial on charges of treason, the brothers are condemned to death. Moments later, they are beheaded beneath the dark walls of Edinburgh Castle. The event becomes known as the Black Dinner, one of the most infamous acts of betrayal in Scottish history. Rather than destroying Douglas' power, however, the executions ignite fury across Scotland. The Douglas family survives and eventually becomes even more hostile toward the crown, helping fuel decades of violent conflict between Scottish kings and overmighty nobles. Centuries later, the Black Dinner remains one of medieval Scotland's darkest political murders, a story of fear, betrayal, and power hidden beneath the appearance of royal hospitality. The event is also widely believed to have inspired the infamous Red Wedding scene in Game of Thrones, bringing the brutal politics of medieval Scotland into modern popular culture.